Please subscribe and press the bell icon. How to become a vegetarian. It may possibly seem impractical to imagine the initiatives a person should take to study to turn to a vegetarian diet. Nevertheless, it is not as simple as merely hacking meat out of one's diet. The response to that straightforward issue is not actually straightforward. People perceive that becoming a vegan requires much more effort than simply refusing to a steak or a hamburger. An individual would discover that exploring to become a vegan entails a lot of examination and also some serious efforts so that one can be fit and not devoid their body of something that it essentially requires to function completely in the manner it was intended to. The most important thing one requires to attempt when turning to a vegan diet is to take it leisurely. You can cut on meat for some days and then switch over to consuming fish or chicken. This process can eventually help you in quitting meat permanently as the body slowly and progressively gets used to change in diet. It is necessary to ensure that the body is provided all the essential nutrients and vitamins that it requires to function efficiently. For the reason that people are removing meat from their diet, they must ensure that they intake sufficient protein into their body. Protein is crucial for the human body, and hence when people are studying how to turn into a vegan, they will desire to get substitute supplies of protein in order that their body can work the manner it was intended to. Eating healthy vegetarian. Eating healthy diet as a vegan will entail adding foods into one's diet that will endow with nutrients commonly found in meat foodstuffs. By exploring a diet consisting of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, people can easily avail the vitamins and nutrients they want from vegetarian sources so that their vegetarian way of life is healthy and in proportion. By consuming food items like legumes, soy foods, nuts, and eggs, one can obtain the essential protein content that they require to nurture. It is essential that one must look out for a diet which is rich in vitamins B and C, iron and niacin, since they are also vital part of a healthy lacto-vegetarian way of life. Several studies have revealed that vegetarians generally have healthy eating routine that leads to a fit and healthy body. They also have a higher tendency to remain healthy and energetic. Vegetarian weight loss diet. Many people choose to become vegetarians because they need to go on a weight loss diet but hate the idea of starving themselves. A vegetarian diet can aid in weight loss in many ways because you are cutting out all red meat, which can contain a lot of fat that is stored in your body's cells and really packs on the pounds. Going on a diet is difficult because you want to achieve your weight loss goal, which is why you will really want to consider a vegetarian lifestyle change. Fruits, while they are good for you, contain a lot of water and can make you weigh more since the body tends to retain water, but know that you are still eating healthy. A good, well-balanced vegetarian diet made for maximum weight loss contains a variety of foods and spices that taste good and make you feel full. You see, foods become fattening because of how we prepare them and what we add to them. You can have a bowl full of healthy mushrooms, but if you cook them in butter and add in some heavy cream to make a soup, you have packed on the calories and negated the naturally healthy effects. When you are on a vegetarian diet for weight loss, stay away from frying your foods to the extent that you possibly can. If you want to sauté some of your veggies, do so in an extra virgin olive oil, which is lower in caloric content and provides some of the good fats that your body needs. A vegetarian diet is a great weight loss tool as well, a healthy way to eat. Once you have achieved your weight loss goals, we're willing to bet that you will continue with your vegetarian diet. So, for maximum weight loss, opt for the vegetarian diet and watch the pounds melt off without feeling hungry all the time. Being a vegetarian. Being vegetarian is a great way to health. It not only helps in retrieval of in-store metabolism but eventually leads to a much healthier lifestyle. Since meat eaters are more prone to cholesterol deposition and diabetes, being vegetarian, it could help them keeping a proper check of their health. When we are considering vegetarians in general view, such people would be imagined as eating a lot of green salad, but this view is slightly misconceived, as on a wider perspective the classification is much different than considered. Here are the few mentioned classifications. Lacto-ovo vegetarian, people who prefer eating both the dairy products and eggs along with veggies. This is the most commonly preferred diet by lacto-ovo vegetarians. Lacto-vegetarians, under this category, people consume dairy products but they do not consume egg. Vegan people who do not consume any of the dairy products, eggs or any of the animal products. Fruitarian categorized under vegan as such a classification in which consumption of processed food is minimized up to optimum level. It comprises of mainly raw fruits, grain and nuts. Macrobiotic. This type of diet is followed for spiritual and philosophical reasons. It is taken in consideration with a perspective of negative and positive energies that food contains. Everyone have their own reasons so as to why they have chosen to be a vegetarian, like some chose to be vegetarians just because they do not want to be cruel to animals while others prefer it just considering it being a much healthier choice. Reason could be any, but it has been medically proven as well that vegetarian people lead a much greater deal of healthy life. Vegetarian sports nutrition. Let's say you are highly involved in sports, but you are a vegan and are worried about getting the right nutrition. Don't worry. You can get all the nutrition you need while still living your vegetarian lifestyle and participating in sports. In fact, you might actually find that a vegetarian diet is extremely conducive to allowing you to participate in sports because the nutrition you will find in vegetables, fruits, and grains will actually give you more energy. You will need to eat a good vegetarian meal after you are done participating in sports so that you can replenish the nutrition that is naturally lost through sweat during your workout. However, you will want to avoid carbs as much as possible in this meal since carbs can easily be converted into fat and actually negate all of the benefits you have just given yourself. If you are heavily involved in sports and you are a lacto-vegetarian, we recommend that you get a large number of nuts and grains which are filled with carbohydrates as well as a lot of fruits that can give your body some highly needed water that will eventually be sweated out during your sports workout. Low-carb vegetarian. Human bodies need various nutrients to stay fit. Being vegetarian is good, but you need to balance the vitamins and nutrients skillfully. The only thing that should come in your mind is the balance of carbs. Carbs are a great source of energy, and that is the only reason to consume carbs in proper proportion. Excessive carbs in a vegetarian diet will trigger fat production in human body. Carbs alter sugar, which in turn changes into fat, and this creates problem if the quantity of conversion is in excess. Make sure that the source of your carbs is appropriate to control the suitable consumption of carbs. Stay away from white bread and eat whole grain bread to compensate the carb requirement of body. Thanks for watching.